Good afternoon to our teacher in basic calculus, Sir Nasita, and to our beloved classmates.
So we are doing four. Of course, we are doing example about the examples of special limits that we've chosen. This problem is not from us, but with this concern our Lowell History book. So this topic is all about special limits. So there are three special limits, which is limits of sin t over t as x approaches to 0. The second one is limits of 1 minus cosine t over t as x approaches to 0. And the third one is limits of e to the power of t minus 1 over t as x approaches to 0, where t is a function of x. So that those are the rules of special limits. Now let's proceed to the four examples of special limits.
First, we have limit of sine 5x over sine 3x as x equals to 0. So as you can see, we have two signs here, and dapat makuha na to ang same numerator and denominator. That's why ang na-derivative is the same number, which is the limit of sine 5x over sine 3x as x approaches to 0 times 5x over 5x times 3x over 3x. So, para makuha na natin siya, need na natin siya i-multiply, cross-multiply. So, dali, makita na to ang limit of sine 5x over 5x times 3x over sine 3x times 5x over x. So, kung nag-want to remove kung ginusta rin siya, is i-cross-multiply din natin siya para ba-same o number ang numerator o denominator. So, let's proceed sa next today. Makita na to ang limit of sine 5x over 5x as x approaches to 0 times the limit of 3x over the sine 3x as x approaches to 0 and the limit of 5 over 3 as x approaches to 0. So as you can see, ang duha ka limit na sign is same na ang numerator of denominator. So, pag nga nito, mahima na siyang 1. Kaya same naman sila o denominator of numerator. So, 1 times 1. Tapos kani, wala na rin siya sign na nakabutang. So, pag-linear na siya. So, ang result na is 1 times 1 times 5 over 3 is equal to 5 over 3. So, muna na itong answer sa example number 1. Next, the second example is the limit of 1 minus cosine of 2x over 4x as x approaches to 0. So, to get the same numerator and the denominator, ato na siya i-multiply sa 1 half. 1 half over 1 half. Para magkuha na to ang answer, or like makuha na to ang same denominator of numerator, first is ato i-multiply 1 half ay 4 of ang 1 half. As mag-result siya of 2x. Next is the negative 1 cosine 2x multiply sa 1 half. Mag-result siya of 1 half 1 minus cosine 2x. So, mawala na siya ang result of the So, the limit of 1 half 1 minus cosine 2x over 2x as x approaches to 0. So, maraming na. So, sa tuwang kuan, theorem is natin theorem na kuan na gi-follow, which is ang 1/2 constant number man siya. So, dapat igulang ni ang limit of 1/2. So, as a result, naadri ang 1/2, baligaw na siya before ang limit. So, 1/2, limit 1 minus cosine 2x over 2x as x equals to 0. So, kay same naman sila ang denominator o numerator. So, magmura na siyang 0. As you can see, cosine na niya siya. So, ang nabili na lang sa to ang result is 1/2. So, 1/2 times 0 is equal to 0.
So for example number 3, the limits of sin 5x over 2x as x approaches to 0. So the first step to do is to direct substitute if para makawala lang kung indeterminate ko siya or 0 over 0. But ang kanina problem is already 0 over 0. Hindi na tamo solve kay it's already 0 over 0. So the next step is so for our next example, number 3, the limits of sin 5x over 2x as x approaches to 0. So the first step to do is to direct substitute this para makatulad na if this is indeterminate or 0 over 0. So since our problem here is already 0 over 0, padayon na natin sa next solution. So since our main target in here is ang denominator mas sa numerator, we have to manipulate the argument. So we have to find a number para ma-save ang daling duha. So limits of sin 5x 2x as x approaches to 0, i-times mo siya o 5 over 2. 5 over 2 sa same numerator and denominator. So sin 5x times 5 over 2, ikamira naman din yung 1, naguna ang 5 over 2. And the next one is the denominator. So 2x times 5 over 2, if we input this in calculator, the result is 5x. So our next is limits of 5 over 2 since sin 5x over 5x as x approaches to 0. So you've noticed na ang tayong coefficient o tungkol sa variables na tayong follow na theorem rule na dapat ang constant ilayo sa variable. So our next is 5 over 2 limits of sin 5x over 5x as x approaches to 0. So you've noticed na ilayo na ang 5 over 2 dito sa sin 5x over x. So, if we put this in our calculator, ang result ay kay 1. So, we have to multiply this 5 over 2 and 1. Kaya naman siya. 5 over 2 times 1 is equals to 5 over 2. So, that's for example of number 2. So, our next example, number 4, limits of e to the power of 3x minus 1 over 4x as x approaches to 0. So, the first step to do is to direct substitute para makawala tayo if this is indeterminate or 0 over 0. But our problem is already indeterminate or 0 over 0. Now, let's proceed to the next solution. But first, ang main target in here is our denominator. We have to manipulate the argument para save ang denominator sa numerator. So we have to find number para ma-save ang duha. So limits of e to the power of 3x minus 1 over 4x as x approaches to 0 is times to 3 over 4 sa kaning duha, which is numerator and denominator. So e to the power of 3x minus 1 times 3 over 4, which result 3 over times e to the power of x 3x minus 1. Ikapir lang dapat siya ba pagkaguna ang 3 over 4. So the next one is 4x times 3 over 4, which results in 3x. So we've noticed na ang coefficient kay dapat sa variable, we have to follow na ang constant dapat malayo siya. So Our next solution, nalagyan na ang constant sa variable, which is 3 over 4, the limits of e to the power of 3x minus 1 over 3x as x approaches 0. If we input this in our calculator, ang result natin is 1. So we have to multiply this 3 over 4 and this 1. So 3 over 4 times 1, which result 3 over 4. So that's for example number 4. Okay, go. To clarify the special limits, you don't need to direct substitute this. Okay, if we direct substitute this, ang result na nito is 0 over 0, which is indeterminate. But if we use table of values to evaluate the limits, we can get the result, which is 1, 0, and 1. So that's for the special limits to clarify.
So, if maka-question mo na nung special limits siya or say maka-special ano niya mga function is because nag-invoke the of functional trigonometric and exponential limits. And also, we use theorem put ani sa pag-solve sa special limits.
That X or
Report.
thank you for listening.